What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Jumo back at it again with another video. And today, as you can see, I have my sister here. And she doesn't watch JoJo's, so she doesn't know anything about what I'm about to say. But I'm going to have her reacting or trying to guess what some stand names and abilities are. I just went on a random website and generated a bunch of random stands so that she can guess. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. The top of my head is cut off, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna start with this one here. What do you think its name and ability is?
Can you at least tell me what that yellow stuff is?
No, that's a part of its body.
Something with steel.
All right, guess his name first. Anything.
Pointy head. Steel arms.
Pointy head, steel arms.
Cone head. Pinhead.
Oh my god.
Pinhead Larry. Final answer.
Pinhead Larry. Okay.
Pinhead Larry.
Now, what is its ability?
Still trying to figure out what this yellow crap is. Generate steel or something?
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay, so both are wrong.
Well, I knew the Pinhead Larry thing was wrong. You think I'm crazy?
So one thing about a lot of stands is most of their names are based off of their pop culture references. So a lot of them are either actual song titles or the names of people who wrote the songs, like famous artists. And for that reason, a lot of them have to have their names localized for the US because they don't want copyright issues and stuff like that. So this one, and the reason why I didn't tell you that before is because I figured you wouldn't know most of them anyway.
Nope.
She's young. So anyway, this one is called Boys to Men.
Oh,
or Boy to Man.
This is that type of, okay. All right.
But it's American name. Are you ready for this? Boy, man, man.
I'm done.
Get it? Because boy, two, man, man, man is two.
Off.
It's two of them.
Turn it
Man, man. So this stand's ability. Oh, also, she doesn't know what a stand is. So a stand is a physical manifestation of a person's fighting spirit. So basically, you have a person, and this would be their stand. Which is why earlier when you were asking if it's just a character, it's not just the character. It's the character's powers, basically, given form.
They turn into that, or do they summon
No,
that?
it stands next to them, which is why it's called a stand.
So it just stands there.
But it has powers. Like, it does stuff. So, this one's powers is a little bit complicated. So, that's why I have the wiki up to read exactly what it is. But basically, if its user challenges you to a game of rock, paper, scissors. Hear me out. If the user challenges you to a game of rock, paper, scissors, it does like a best 3 out of 5 type thing. And if the user wins, he takes 1/3 of his opponent's energy and stand. If the opponent wins 3 times, any of their energy that was taken gets returned to them and the game ends. But if they have a tie, then they have to keep going until one of them wins. And if the user wins 3 times, basically you die because he takes all your energy and your stand.
Who's to say they're gonna willingly play rock, paper, scissors with us?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't manifest until you both agree to play the game.
Okay.
Okay, so the next stand we have Take a guess.
I'm gonna call this one Freeza.
Well, no. That's not its name.
It got some kind of python thing going on.
Python. Where do you see a python?
I don't know, the whole headpiece.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can see that.
I don't know why you just built like that.
Good golly gee, bro. You're taking 5 years.
Cut it out!
I'm leaving that part in.
You're not gonna get any of these names right, though.
Yeah, but that's the fun part.
And I can't get any hints?
No.
Wow.
If I give you a hint, then that'll like basically give you the answer. Well, it won't give you the name, but it'll give you the answer to like what their power is. Or what its power is.
Let's just call this man Freeza and move on.
Wrong. Okay, what's its powers?
All right. Venom.
Okay. No. So this one is Black Sabbath, which is a band. Have you heard of them?
May have.
Its American name or English name, whatever you want to call it, is Shadow Sabbath. And as the name suggests, it has shadow powers. So basically, if it's standing in the shade, it's stronger. If it stands in the sun, it's incredibly weak, and you could punch it. You could punch it, and it will die. You specifically.
Wow, what's that supposed to mean?
And it also has another ability where it literally rips out people's souls. And if that person is a stand user, then their stand will come out. But if it's if the person isn't, then it'll die because it just had its soul ripped out.
It's a little overpowered, don't you think?
Well, it's limited mainly to being in the shadows. Like, it can teleport between shadows, but like I said, if it's in the sun, it's extremely weak. All right, next one.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's an airplane.
It sure is. You know what? It sure is. It sure is an airplane.
Is this name Airplane?
Is that your final answer?
Here, let's go with that.
No.
Aeroplane. Oh, wow.
It's actually Aerosmith.
I was on the right track.
Yeah. You know who Steven Tyler is?
No, I don't
All right,
know
never
people's
mind.
names.
Okay, never mind. So yeah, its English name, get this, is Lil Bomber. Lil Bomber.
Little bomber.
And guess its power. I keep forgetting that's a part of the video.
I'm assuming the missiles that be coming out of the...
There you go. You got 1 point. So it shoots people with the missiles, and it has a bomb inside of it that it can deploy. And the user has a tracker. Do you know what a scouter is?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Good God. He has a scouter, basically, that tracks people's carbon dioxide output. So he can track where people are based on their breathing, basically.
That's crazy.
And so if he's like a long distance away, he can still see it from the stand based off the carbon dioxide. All right, next. Oh, yeah.
You doing this to me on purpose.
What? This is what they look like. Remember, these are not people. These are stands.
You got a bunch of little spores, the little spots on the... Assuming some kind of gas comes out of those.
Okay. Go with what your gut says.
My gut says, what the heck is this? Some of the name got something to do with the gems on the knees.
What name would that be?
Rhinestone.
Interesting. Okay, so you were close. It's actually Gemini. It's a pun because the gem on the knee, Gemini. I lied. That's not his name.
Oh.
It's actually called Stone Free. The American name is Stone Ocean, It's the stand of the main JoJo in part 6, which is called Stone Ocean. That's the name of the part 6. There are 8 parts total as of right now. But anyway, its ability is strings. It is, huh?
The strings come out the.
It is and can control strings. So basically, it's a bunch of strings compressed into looking like that. But it can unravel its body to be one long string, or it can use strings to. She used it to walk on top of water. She used it to move around like Spider-Man. She used it to reach long things. They're also sharp enough to like cut people. The person whose stand this is can also turn her body into strings because of the stand. I'm just giving a basic overview just because I know you're not going to watch it anyway.
Oh, Lord.
There's a very specific detail about this one that you won't notice.
Is it because it's not in the picture?
No, it's there. But you just wouldn't be paying attention to it.
It's his nose?
I'm not going to tell you what it is until... But it's not that obvious.
Well, I am noticing that gaping hole in his nose, his schnoz.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming it's some type of wind tunnel.
Okay.
We're going to call this man Dr. Stone.
Okay. And you said his power is a wind tunnel? So Dr. Stone is the name of a different anime.
I know.
slash manga, whatever. The important detail that I was mentioning is the fact that it has 2 right hands, because its stand user also has 2 right hands. That has nothing to do with its ability. It's just an interesting detail to notice. But this one is from part 3. So you know how earlier I said most of the stands are named after bands and artists? These stands from part 3 are not. They're named after tarot cards and ancient Egyptian gods. So this one's name is the Hanged Man. Or Hanged Man. Blah, blah, blah. And its ability, which you also got wrong, is to hide in reflections and attack people from the reflection. So it has knives that comes out of its hands, and it can hide, say, in like this. Like it'll hide in the reflection, but if you're standing in front of it, it can cut you from inside the reflection.
So like if you're looking into the reflection, you see yourself, he's also there and he can attack you that way.
Yeah. The weakness though that they found is that it can only move in a linear direction. So say if this is here and I have like a glass over here, but there's also like a glass underneath your chair, it can't get to the one that's underneath your chair. It can only bounce between these two.
Okay.
But that being said, reflections are in like almost anything.
Yeah.
So there's that. Oh boy, this is a fun one.
Mettaton.
What the heck is that?
Undertale.
Huh?
Undertale?
Oh, I don't. This one is gonna hurt your brain to explain. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, now I'm going to overcomplicate everything.
Yeah.
Seeing as most of these designs have nothing to do with these people's abilities, I'm not going to even analyze it any further than what I think.
Right.
You got 2 faces.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking some kind of obsidian type stuff, you know.
Where do you see obsidian? What?
No, like obsidian, Steven Universe, you know. 2 faces.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that thing opens up and does stuff with that. As for a name, call this band Mettaton.
Well, it is good that you actually noticed that it has 2 faces. I was for sure thinking that you wouldn't pay attention to that at all.
Wow.
But actually, it's technically 2 stands in one. So the little face that's on top of the big one, the pink face, its Japanese name is Epitaph, but its American name is Eulogy. And that mini stand has the power to look 10 seconds into the future.
Oh, so like that guy from Dragon Ball. The gray one that wears the red. I forgot his name. Wait, I'm not gonna remember.
The gray one from Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Like, is he gray? No, I'm not thinking of the right one. But there was this guy in Dragon Ball he was fighting everyone. He was dropping everybody because he could see into the future before they could even attack him. So like, oh, they're gonna go that way, so I'm gonna go this way. Bop bop.
Are you talking about Jiren? Was he like big and muscular?
He thinks no, maybe I don't know.
First of all, that's Dragon Ball Super.
It's still Dragon Ball. They're all Dragon Ball. That's why I didn't specify.
There's a difference. No. When you say Dragon Ball, that's the original when Goku was a kid and still had a tail. Anyway,
all right,
we're off track. So the bigger stand, the reason why I say it's two different stands is because the stand user, actually has a split personality.
Ew.
So the epitaph is used by the nicer personality whose name is Doppio, and the bigger one is used by the evil or more evil personality whose name is Diavolo, which is devil in Italian. Yeah. So the bigger one is named King Crimson in Japanese and Emperor Crimson in English. I was going to tell you the color had something to do with his name, but that was kind of a giveaway. Well, you probably would have said like every other color except for crimson. You just said red, ruby, and then gave up.
Yep.
But, okay. So King Crimson's ability, first of all, it's a very strong stand regardless. It's able to literally punch through people. That's how strong it is. But his ability is to erase 10 seconds of time. Now, I'm going to explain it. Right? I'm going to explain it. Say you're going to get a glass of water. If the user erases 10 seconds of time, he will still be conscious within those 10 seconds, but he can move around. But for you, you'll end up with the glass of water in your hand, but not know when you got to get the water. Take a second.
At that point, just
yeah, exactly.
No,
it's kind of
no.
broken.
Yeah.
It's broken. But do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I get it.
All right, cool. All right.
Good lord, what is that?
It's a stand.
All right, right off the bat, I'm seeing these the things on the joints.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you can like move them in different ways, like some type of Barbie type crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one guy from Street Fighter,
No.
the one that can basically has jelly for bones.
No.
Wow. Bug eyes.
Mm-hmm. You said something very important
The
a
joints.
little while ago. I'm not gonna tell you what it was yet, but you did say something important. So what do you think its ability is?
Yeah, just be able to 360 is everything.
How does that sound useful?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, what is its name?
Let's call him Bugman. Come
Bugman?
on. Bugman. Bugman.
Okay, so you're wrong on both accounts.
What?
So far you only have like 1 point, right? So this one's name is Goo Goo Dolls. See, when you said Barbie, the dolls, Goo Goo Dolls, yeah. Its ability is to shrink people down to like, well, small enough to fit inside of a rat. But it shrinks people down, and that one, the stand is actually like really small itself too. So when it shrinks people down to its size, it can attack them. But the further away they get from the stand user, they start turning big again. So when they first shrink down, it's like instant. They don't realize it at first until they look around and like, wait, how did I get down here? But when they get too far from the user, it's a gradual thing. Like they slowly start getting bigger, and they notice it then because they're like, wait, I'm getting bigger again. So yeah, when the person is big again, the stand can't really do anything. It'll be like a thumbtack, I guess, hitting you. Next. Oh God. I actually kind of like this design. I don't like the ability though.
I'm going to stop trying to associate the abilities with how they look because it has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Just out of curiosity, what does it look like to you?
Snake type thing because of the tail.
Okay. So if you take that away, what is your guess?
Like take the whole snake bit away? Like
Yeah, because you said you're gonna stop guessing based off its appearance.
Yeah.
So what is your guess based off that, or just what is your guess?
This is giving me some kind of like eel type stuff, no? So maybe in the flowiness of the headpieces, maybe some kind of liquidation, you know, kind of like I've seen this anime where people like turn into liquids and just.
Interesting.
I'm going with that.
So what is its name?
I don't know, Slytherin.
Slytherin?
Majin Buu.
I knew you was gonna say that. I was waiting for that one actually. Okay, you're wrong on both.
Well, I figured that much.
But there is a stand that does what you were saying. Well, there's a couple of them actually, but this one is called Talking Head.
Nice.
Its American name is Talking Mouth. And it's really small. So what it does is it attaches itself to its victims' tongues and forces them to tell lies.
That's so stupid.
And it could also like stretch their tongues for some weird reason. It doesn't make sense. But I'll tell you the context in which it was used. So it was 2 enemy stand users, including the guy that owns this stand, going up against a group of like 5. It attached itself to one of their tongues, and the guy was trying to tell the rest of the group that the enemy stand users were nearby, but he kept saying things like, guys, I have something very important to tell you. The enemy stand user is nowhere around here.
Wow.
And they were just like, why are you telling us this? So it was useful in that case, but literally any other, I was like, I don't like this ability. All right, next. Now, hear me out. I have nothing to say. Good luck.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Nope.
Why? So Adventure Time crap.
I could see that.
I mean, it'd be obvious for me to say they can bring people back from the dead. I don't know.
It does look like a bunch of little tombstones, doesn't it?
I mean, it just looks like a bunch of little corpses.
Well, yeah, that too. Is that...
No, wait.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
Take your time. Not really, because that's more that I gotta edit.
What if, right? Hear me out.
Okay.
Because look how colorless they look right now.
Right.
And they just have a pool of blood right there, right?
Yes.
So what if they be just draining people's blood? That's what I'm thinking. That's where my mind is going. But see this. Yeah, final answer.
Draining people's blood?
Yeah.
Okay, now what is its name? What does it look like? Oh, never mind. You said corpses.
Corpse Party.
You know what? If that wasn't already something that I don't... It's a game, right?
No, well, it's an anime and a game, I'm sure.
That would be a good name. If you weren't wrong for both. So, this stand's name is Metallica. You must have heard of Metallica. You don't sound sure.
I'm sure I've heard that name somewhere.
Well, its American name is Metallic. They just took the A off.
Yeah.
And its ability... How do I go about explaining this? So, it basically uses iron from everything, whether it be in sand, earth, or in people's blood. That's why it's in blood right now. And it can create weapons from the iron that it takes. And the stand user is automatically kind of like a magnet. Like, he uses magnetism to mold the iron into different things. So, for example, if he's fighting somebody, he can turn the iron in their blood into knives and make it come out of their skin and basically kill them. Also, the user actually had his foot chopped off, and he was able to not only reattach it because he used the iron in his blood to make like sutures and stitches, but if I'm not mistaken, he like made it come back to him because of the magnetism. It's a pretty OP power. Too bad he died. All right.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no. Oh my
This is the last one.
I forgot the name of the. Oh my goodness. I forgot the name of that one guy. And I forgot the song that he's on too. Wait. You know the that one artist with that helmet?
Daft Punk?
Yes, that's exactly who I thought of when I saw this guy's face.
Daft Punk is two people.
Well, yeah.
So that's what you think the name is?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not?
And what do you think its power is?
With the sticks in his abdomen.
I'd never noticed that until just now.
Okay, so that lets you know that has nothing to do with what he does. This looks like a fancy hazmat suit.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh, what's going on with his hands? I didn't know until right now.
Describe the motion that you're doing right now.
I'm trying to think what he would be doing with those hands. Like, are hands clenched right now? Is that what this is?
No, that's just how they are.
I think I'm overthinking this and that he's just some kind of Cyclops type thing. You know, Cyclops.
Oh, from X-Men, the laser beam. Is that your final answer?
No.
Okay.
That'd be too easy.
Well, you never know.
No, I always know. Their designs have nothing to do with their powers.
Well, that's not entirely true.
No, except for the airplane one.
Well,
the
yeah.
one I got right.
Shout out to Lil Bomber.
Oh.
You're 1 out of 18 so far.
There was 18 of them?
It's 10. I gave you 10, but you were supposed to guess their names and abilities.
Oh.
And you've only guessed one ability and no names.
Okay, but listen that for a good reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sticking to this hazmat suit theory I got going on here.
Okay.
Let's say he emits this kind of dangerous gas out of his everything. I don't know what this man's hands. Like, this is so distracting.
Are you locking in the gas?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're wrong with both.
I hate it here.
Daft Punk is a good guess. Not close, but it's good. There is a different stand that releases gas. We may or may not get to that in another video. But this one is called Marilyn Manson. Get this. This is hilarious. The English name is Mary Lynn Manson. They just took the dude's first name and split it in half. It's hilarious. Mary Lynn and Marilyn. Come on. So, you were right to be fixated on its hands. This one is another complicated stand ability, which is why I wrote it down. But much like boy to men, or boy to man, or boy man man.
Oh my goodness.
This one is based off of bets. So, it's called Marilyn Manson, the debt collector. So once the stand user and the victim agree on a bet, if either party if either party loses the bet, then it collects what was owed from the bet. The dangerous thing about this stand is it'll attack its user too. And the only way to make it like not attack you is to make the user withdraw it or whatever. But so for example, right? Here's where the hooks on the hands come into play. If let's say I'm the user and you are the victim. We make a bet. Like say I bet you that I can beat you in a race and the loser has to pay $500 and you agree. Now I beat you in the race, but you don't have $500 on you or in your bank account.
Sounds about right.
It's will, with its hook hands, take one of your organs. Either one of or as many as it needs to add up to $500.
How we gonna do the math right there and then?
It does it. It's a stand. This is anime, Deja. This is a stand.
My organs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
So in the anime, it took a girl's liver, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what organ it took, but yeah, forcefully, just up in there like that, hooks it. Blood and everything. You'll be bleeding, and it hurts.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. It's not like it's magic. Your organ just appears on its hand. No, it just like that. Well, that's been another video, guys. Let us know in the comments if you want her to react to more stands or guess more stand powers and abilities. I'm definitely going to do it anyway, but let me know which stands you want her to react to. Do you have anything to say to the people? Anyway, it's been your boy King Jumo. It's been your boy King Jumo, and we out.